You want a man?
Hard to keep away the lights.
Hey, Sergeant! Come here.
Real light. Real light. Thank you very much.
You gotta get out my light now, okay? Let me give you a little light here. Here, I got it.
They're checking that inside. Like a nice
Yeah. 15 long flight conference for whatever. We don't get into this kind of thing. Let's take them out rather than taking them out first if you got video. What's that?
I don't know how to
Head around in the field.
Camera's rolling.
Ready?
Yeah, it's rolling.
They say they check the chambers, Barbara.
There's bayonets on the left of that box. The rest of it, from there down, is all ammo. This other box has all the weapons.
Can you bring up close and show all these?
Other end, other side.
Where there's I tip.
Button back there.
Here, give it here.
Where it rotates this button.
Hand it over here.
This goes down. Do you want us
I want to open the
butt stop.
what do you call this? Okay. Hey, come on over here, right?
Mike, you're on camera.
You guys' name on it?
Somebody take a picture?
Yeah.
It's a 9mm?
9mm short.
Looks like a Spanish.
Nevada?
Quebrada, yeah. That's a Spanish name. Doesn't have a name in it.
Incredible.
Is there a medic in here? Let's look at this. We need
We don't know, I don't know, does somebody know exactly how many weapons? I think there are 37 AK-47s and about 300 fully loaded magazines of ammunition.
Do these represent a threat to the aircraft or the luggage compartment? Is that why they were confiscated?
Live ammunition in the luggage compartment is not necessarily a good thing. If you don't know it, you don't know how to handle it.
And were these weapons just collected today from the embassy?
No, these weren't collected from on this truck that he wanted to take home to Moscow. We didn't collect these at the embassy. We found them here.
What can you tell us about the nationality of the people that he found with him?
Okay, he had his own staff of 49 Soviet citizens. That's employees and family members. There were 14 North Koreans, 6 East Germans, 3 Bulgarians, and 53 Cubans, among whom we think is the man who is reputed to have been the commander of Cuban forces on the island.
And all those people will be allowed to leave?
All those people are being allowed to leave.
Where are they taken?
We think they're going to Mérida in Mexico.
Where's the U.S. plane taking them?
That's where it's taking them. Where they'll be picked up by a Cuban aircraft. The people check. Pardon me. Somebody, these are office supplies, obviously. we found this, I don't know, I guess it must have been about 10 o'clock. Yeah, just... in these boxes for these pistols.
Is there any way this these sort of armaments could have been wanted for embassy protection in some sort of future desperate scenario?
They would have had to have expected an awfully heavy sort of attack, I would think. No. No, I guess my supposition is that these Cubans were fighting, finally decided they didn't want to fight anymore, and they ran to the Soviet embassy and they had these weapons with them. And then the decision was that they would try to take them out, hope they could get them out unseen, and whether we would have had a scene in Havana of a bunch of Cubans coming off the plane with their weapons slung or waving them in the air a la the PLO or shooting off rounds, celebration, that called for something extraordinary. And once we had opened these and he was aware that we knew what we had, he was no longer very upset about the fact of the search. He agreed then that the kind of, maybe just in the States going on a plane was probably in order.
Were these boxes in with the other boxes that are still up there now?
That's right. They were all loaded on trucks. Some were unloaded back here and some were unloaded up in the front of the building.
Who loaded them on the truck?
These were loaded at the...
These were loaded at the Russian embassy, and they were loaded by Russians and North Koreans and Cubans. We did not do any of the loading. They had all the stuff already packed when we went out there.
You transported them here now?
We transported them on the trucks here.
That's correct.
We transported them with a Soviet companion in each truck, I might add.
Was there any talk between you and the Soviets that these would be somehow protected by the community?
No. No, they have a provision and they used it tonight. They carried 2 diplomatic pouches with them, and had they chosen to do so, they could have marked these crates as diplomatic pouches. I don't know if they thought about it or not. One thinks that they must not have.
This ambassador over.
You might mention that, yeah.
Ambassador?
No.
I might mention that I was the one who was at the Soviet ambassador about the details of this departure. And late in the afternoon, I took him and his translator aside and stated to them very bluntly and very specifically that we knew that, or we suspected strongly in any case, that the Cubans who had come into the embassy compound had been armed, and that there was no, repeat, no arms to leave the embassy compound. That was a condition of this movement. And the Soviet ambassador assured me explicitly that there would be no arms moving out of the Soviet embassy compound, and here we are. Later on,
I don't know the exact type of pistol.